Let me start again. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I want to congratulate you for your leadership, and I want to also thank you for your leadership in our meeting with the President yesterday, which I think led to a bipartisan conclusion as to the extent of the investment that we need to make and the fact that we need to work together to accomplish it. I appreciate this opportunity to participate in today's meeting. Yesterday morning, a number of us, as I just said, met with the President at the White House to discuss the importance of investing in 21st century infrastructure. This is this issue, as you have articulated so effectively, Mr. Chairman, of major importance to all of America. That is why it's one of the three core components of the agenda that I've been talking about for the last 9 years, Make It in America. I've been proud to lead, the others being education and skills training and entrepreneurship. As part of that effort last Congress, I traveled around the country, hosting listening sessions with members of their local communities. What we heard everywhere we went was that the needs were massive, both to rebuild as life cycles near retirement and to get ahead of the challenges we know technological advancement will bring. We also heard how private capital has some role to play, although clearly public investment will be the major part of our rebuilding effort. But there is no substitute for robust public investment, particularly in those areas and those projects that don't promise the private sector profit. Everyone can see that roads, railways, bridges, airports, seaports, sewers, and water systems across the country are in desperate need of repair. Flint is just the very tip of the iceberg that exists in our country. That is true throughout America. It's true in Maryland. It's true in my own 5th District. Many of my constituents commute to Washington from both Prince George's County and Southern Maryland in some of the worst congestion in the nation. Last month, the National Park Service had to begin emergency repairs on the Baltimore-Washington Parkway because of the condition of that road. In addition, after years of deferring maintenance and failure to invest in sustainable funding source, the metro system, the system we refer to as America's subway, is facing real challenges. The general manager of that system is working to restore the safety and reliability of the system, but this process will take time. Millions of your constituents, and I look to the whole committee membership, ride on that system as they visit our city and visit their capital. Communities across the country, including Prince George's County, which is the county just to the east of Washington, have seen water infrastructure fail and cause flooding. They've seen our nation's infrastructure pushed to its limits by more frequent and more severe weather caused by climate change. Those are just the current problems we need to address. But if we wish to remain, Mr. Chairman, an economic leader and grow for the future, we are also going to have to be proactive and direct significant investments toward expanding and modernizing our nation's infrastructure. This also means, as we discussed at the White House and as the President and we agreed, expanding wireless and broadband internet, expanding the infrastructure for more electric vehicles, and taking steps to integrate more renewable forms of energy into the grid, including technologies to store and distribute energy as well. In 2017, the American Society of Civil Engineers graded our country's infrastructure as a D+. Mr. Chairman, I imagine you've pointed that out over and over and over again, but it bears repeating. With an estimated need of $4.5 trillion to meet our infrastructure needs in the near and long term. With the President's leadership and with our working together, we're not going to get to 4.5, but hopefully we will get to a very significant number and figure out how to pay for it as well. That's why infrastructure remains a top priority, not only for House Democrats, but as we learned yesterday, for the President of the United States. Investments in infrastructure are proven to help local economies attract new private sector businesses and good-paying jobs that come with them. While we continue seeking ways to work with the White House, I hope the committee will draw ideas from the hearing and put forward solutions that have broad, bipartisan support and that should be able to pass both the House and the Senate and deliver results for the American people. I want to thank the committee for the work that has already begun and look forward to seeing what it produces. And I look forward to working closely with those of you on the committee on both sides of the aisle to introduce and advance Make It in America legislation to invest in 21st century infrastructure. 1 second remaining.